That was smart. She got so much flipping energy. She could power America for 7 more years. Just her. These next couple of clips will be about the chainsaw that I've been working on. We got it and it needed a carburetor cleaning, and pretty much everywhere fuel had run just needed to be cleaned out. So that's what this is. It's the process of me cleaning it out. It's not going to go into like detail. It's not like a tutorial or anything. But it's me taking it apart, cleaning it out, putting it back together. An update on the chainsaw: it does actually sort of work. Like, it'll try to start, and it's obvious that fuel is getting to the cylinders, and it fires off for a little bit and dies. But that's about it. So I'm gonna have to take it back apart and do some more work to it. If this one screw could come off, that would make my whole day better. If it would. But look at that.
Where is it written that all our dreams must be small?
There's a hole right up in there. And with a good screwdriver like this, you can't even get to it because of this little piece of metal right through there. You can't go like straight. It makes it really difficult. We put this whole housing back together, and on the carburetor, this little nozzle here sticks into the fuel tank right here. So this one has a job, and it gets connected and it does its stuff. This one, I'm not actually completely sure where that goes, but there's another little hose up here. So I'm assuming it goes there, and I forgot to connect it, but I also don't have a hose to connect it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take it apart just to save a little bit of time for whenever I can do that. So the hose is about yay big. Here's said nozzle. I don't know if you call it a nozzle or just what, but it seems to fit. It seems very loose, like stupid loose. It'll probably work and be fine. There's no complete guarantee, I guess, that the carburetor is even completely cleaned out. But if it's in that little nozzle, that's what's running into the cylinder chamber. I think that's what you call it. The thing with the piston where it goes up and down and makes a gaboon. It could very well be in a gaboon chamber. Golly bus! And there's chickens in the background. Just in case the phone dies or something bad happens. I did. Ah, sweet! Look at that. There's that piston. That was smart. Oh yeah. Okay, let's put this right together. You come up and sit in that. Where'd that screw go? There it is. And these next couple clips are going to be the Durango. As I said in a previous video, it was missing a wheel bearing, or not missing a wheel bearing, but its wheel bearing went out. I mean, it was really bad. It got to the point where my dad didn't even want the thing to be driven because he was worried about it. I know it's awful. And then one of these clips, I try and rotate it, and it makes just awful noises as I'm pulling it off, and that just spins freely. So yeah, they got replaced, and the Durango does work. It works amazingly well, actually. And considering that I'm the one that did it, I'm surprised that it hasn't spontaneously combusted yet. Well, dude. Ow. Is that going Whoops again. Hang on. Trace. 7. C. 5. 8. Okay. Listen at it. Oh. Ugh. Heck yeah. Mama! Hi. Is that 5-gallon bucket empty? Because I need something to set this on.
That all you need?
No, I need to set this on something.
And then it's not.
What's in it?
Dirt
Dirt?
or ash.
Oh, no, that's the green sand. For my furnace. Can you hand me the recycling code or something?
What is that on there?
Well, it has to be elevated. You can't come about this low, about as low on it. It's not gonna be able to take it because it's brake line still attached. There's that one. It's kind of a weird setup. Let's see. I couldn't find anything else to set it on, and I couldn't see anything to hang it on, so I just used the jack here. Lifted it up, put the back end on the frame there. Shouldn't go anywhere in theory, but it might just cause just a mess of me. Oh, it is on. Please don't. What? I knocked it over. It's okay. You're still alive. I'm fairly certain. Can you still see the Durango? Oh, yes. Come on. Yeah. Wow, that came off really flippin' easy. Go ahead and put the new one on here. And there we go. I have the rotor back on, the new wheel bearing in place, brake caliper, brake pads, that piece back home. That's what I'm talking about. So my channel is based around different projects. I'm doing the chainsaw, fixing the chainsaw. I've already repaired the Durango. One of my next projects, or a couple of different projects, is going to be my metal furnace that I have. I'm going to be fixing it up, fixing it up. Just about as much as you can fix a metal furnace, but I broke the lid on it, just using it. Let me adjust my hand. I don't even know if this is pointing at me or not. But anyways, the lid is made, or the whole lining in the lid of that furnace is made out of play sand, and I forgot what the other thing is, like no, it's not plaster. I forgot what it's called, but you use it in walls, for something in walls. I forgot, but it's actually pretty good. The lining of the furnace is still good and it'll last a long time. The lid, however, I've already made 2. The first one I made was really thin and it broke because I really wasn't the gentlest with it, but the newest one that I've made, it broke just from normal use. And it was a lot thicker. It was probably 3 inches thick of the stuff, but there was nothing running on the inside. So the next one I'm going to make is going to have some kind of a reinforcement running on the inside of the lid to hopefully extend it longer. If this doesn't work, I'll just have to step up to some type of a better material, because these materials, I think it's called plaster, maybe it's plaster of Paris. That's what it is. It's plaster of Paris. I knew it was something like that. So place sand and plaster of Paris makes a really great liner for the furnace, but not so much of a lid. Of course, it's stupid amounts of cheap. I can make multiple lids for 20 bucks. I can get the bag of play sand and the plaster of Paris for under 20 bucks. That'll make the lining and multiple lids. So if this reinforcement idea works, then it'll help a lot, and I probably won't step up to any kind of a better lining or anything. But that will repairing that furnace will allow me to start making some more things that I can just melt down some brass or some aluminum and pour it into a form inside some green sand that I made to be able to make different things, like a particular knife design that I have that I want to try out. I don't know how well it's going to work because sharpening it would be a pain in the butt. I don't think a bench grinder would be able to do it just because of how it's designed. So I'm just going to leave that design for later, or explaining that design later. This is still recording, right? Yeah. Cool, it's only been 2 minutes. I was thinking I've been rambling on, boring you guys longer than that. So yeah, and another project is going to be this area back here. I have managed to get the 4-wheeler, you saw on the snow day video, that I can get the 4-wheeler through here. It is difficult, and sometimes I have to just get off and yank on it to get it around some of these corners. But just all through here, get my finger in the frame, all through here, there's a trail that kind of goes down through here, where we just ridden on a little bit. There used to be a way better trail. It used to go way back on the property and loop around and come back up. I don't remember where it led out, but it led out somewhere. I was hoping to reclaim that, but I don't know that I will be able to, just with a machete. Or machete and a 4-wheeler and an axe. But I'm gonna give it my best go, see how much of a nice trail I can make. But the first step is, of course, there's no point in having a nice clean trail down there if you can't get in here. So this area, I was just kind of scouting it out just to see how easy it's going to be to get out with a machete, and that will be a project for other videos. I also I brought a yoo-hoo out here with me. I brought my nice new shoes. Got my jacket on, it's my leather one, and I have a machete. It's in the sleeve. But I had a yoo-hoo, and I can't find the yoo-hoo. I set it on the ground. Oh, there it is. Never mind, I found it. False alarm. We don't need to call 911. It's okay. I know where my yoo-hoo is. Nobody has to die.